Let's do this for real now. I feel really bad about that. Didn't even think about it. I said it's been a while. Way different type of run here. You want to see really fast what I mean by that. At least for those that are going to be watching. Gosh, my movement's already terrible. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I automatically level up. Three. I don't know. I should have just gone for a double kill automatically. It's going over. Darn. So the difference between this category and a normal 90% category is that the reason why it's called glitch 90% is because there's a special trait between this and Sorcerer's Stone for Game Boy Color, and the fact that if you beat the game and then immediately start a new file over the game that you just had without resetting in any way, shape, or form, you carry over all of your cards and card combos to the file you're using to overwrite. Now the reason... oh shit, oops. Oh wait, it's too early, crap. There we go, that works better. Okay. Alright, and because of this fight gets to be a little bit different. Not so much worried about counting experience in the beginning anymore, aside from the fact that we're trying to level up to level 3 as fast as possible. But we don't need to worry about Vermilius casts anymore. That was the wrong cast to do. This will kill. My movement is not that good right now. Being able to use Conjure Mana at the beginning of the run allows for a much faster Gringotts. As you can see there, it's 3 minutes. everything for a normal any percent applies here, though. Like, you still lose a Draco and Crab and Goyle, but you have all the stuff that you can use for in-game things. God, my mashing is terrible. But the end game is still just as dangerous. That's the thing. I don't like minigames that take forever. This one's 2 minutes. Ron, how much are you going to screw me over today? I'm more curious how much Romelius Tria does against this. $46, not bad. Okay. going so slow through the menus. Oh, I just realized that's gonna be a problem. I don't have pepper up potions. I didn't even think about that when I was doing the route for this. Let's see. I'm gonna go buy a couple pepper up potions. Damn it. I haven't made that mistake in a while. Let's go buy a couple pepper up potions. Hopefully, I'm gonna probably buy 2. Okay. Cause I can pick up a 3rd one for free. Now, why was that menu not laggy, but the one at the end game is? That was some really lucky maneuvering. Hey Rotten, how's it going? Yeah, new type of run. 40. Can this not kill? Alright, I'm being safe here. 31. Okay. Okay, so this is called glitched any percent. Now the difference between this and normal any percent is, 2 things actually. Wait, I've been doing pretty good. I've kind of been off the map again. But the difference between this and normal any percent is that I have items that I have stuff I shouldn't. 31. Oops. Oh crap, I didn't heal. Oh crap, I didn't heal. Don't do damage, please. Crap! I'll take it since it's the first run. Wow. Wow. I've been blinking so hard so far this run. My movement's been bad. And everything. Anyway, I've been doing fine. I've been off the map again a little bit. I've had stuff going on. School's starting back up for me, and no, I completely blanked. 3, 2. Shows you how long it's been since I've actually speedrun. 31, 32. This might not kill, will it? This has a chance not to kill, doesn't it? Did I not do math correctly? I guess I didn't. Yeah, I'm always busy. Always busy. Please just let this hit. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm a busy man. I think I have one more pepperette potion. I'm going to have to check. Okay, cool, I do. I probably should have used it there. Whatever. I'm not using my Wiggling Well Grand. Okay. So, but yes, this is a new category. So what it is, this is glitched any percent. So the difference between this and normal any percent is that, and it's going to sound really weird, but this is how it works. Okay. But the difference between this and normal any percent is that, we start off with card combos and stuff like that we don't normally have. How this is accomplished is we do an entire playthrough of the game, getting as much stuff as we need to, and then without resetting or turning off the power or anything, we overwrite the file. And when we overwrite the file, before we overwrite the file, we overwrite the file, and when the file is overwritten, we get all the stuff that we had from the last file, if that makes sense. So you overwrite the file, and it transfers all the stuff that you had, except for money and levels. It's kind of weird, but that's how it works. The reason why this category will never be used in normal any percent is because of the fact that you have to complete a run, then get all the stuff back that you need. This also works in HP 1, but that was disallowed. The reason why it's disallowed is because this is basically an emulator, generally an emulator-only run. So, and there are console runners. I'm glad to see you, and probably because you're just like you're glad to see me. I didn't expect to actually see you in the chat today, just for the fact that I'm streaming later than normal. Next skip is next Quidditch practice. So there are a total of 4 cutscene skips in this game now, but one of them is extremely unachievable RTA. I actually got this. So I don't expect you to stay here long, actually. You're probably tired. But essentially this is New Game Plus without the plus. If that makes sense. That's how I'm gonna equate it. I don't know why I just made that movement. I'm gonna try this a couple times. It deserves a shot. I want to see how fast I can beat the game with this compared to normal 80%. Since this is the first run of this, I'm going to go safety strats all over the place. But the special part about having all this stuff come over is that I know certain things. Harry's gonna know certain things that he shouldn't know early on. Like, he's gonna know Incendio going into Whomping Willow. He's gonna know Verdimillious Tria going into... Oh, crap. Harry taking damage isn't that big of a deal. Hermione, it is. Okay. I do not know. Of course, okay. Okay. This should kill. Cool. Cool. Alright. Yeah, the 0 sucked a lot. Would have killed it. But that's okay. So I'm about 4 minutes faster than normal 80%. The thing about the end is it's just as difficult. The end game is just as difficult as normal 80%. So much in fact I might actually get Pertificus Totalis. Honestly. Oh yeah, you're still super reliant on Fox. You're always going to be super reliant on Fox. and normal any percent. Anything any percent aside from New Game Plus. Well, anything that says any percent is going to be super reliant on Fox. Alright, next skip, next skip, next skip, next skip. Okay. I don't know if you know, I might have talked about it a couple times on stream. We made a tool-assisted speedrun for this game, which is beating the game as fast as possible. I finished it. It's going to be redone, but I did finish it. The end time for RTA time was I don't remember what I know the end game time was 1:08:48. And task time was 1:11:03. So somewhere between there is the RTA time. I think it was like 1:09 something. Yeah. Compared to RTA, the task's end game time is almost 14 minutes faster. 13 minutes and what was it? 15 seconds? 14 seconds? That was terrible. I mean, it's super fast. I mean, when your in-game time rivals the HP1 task time almost, that's pretty crazy to me. Because the task time for HP1 was 1:08:25, and the in-game time was 1:08:48, so it's 23 seconds off. Of course, it's using in-game time and not task time. And task time is from power on to the final input in the game. And the final input is when you say thank you to Dumbledore for the Harry Potter wizard card. This was my least favorite part of the task, was getting this done. Well, when you can manipulate everything to go in your favor, it's pretty hard not to get a good time. The only thing about it is, oh, I got 9 strikes. 9 strikes. Is slower by a lot. And the bowling section was, like, the minigame itself was, I think, 10 seconds faster than RTA. Yeah, exactly. But it was pretty exciting to finish. Beautiful enemy attack skips. Fox crit every single time he attacked Basilisk. Whenever you needed to crit, you got it. Whenever you didn't need a crit, you got it. Hey, Gand. Twitch notified me that you're watching. How's it going? I'm doing pretty well. It's not a new glitch. It's, you remember when we were doing stuff with HP 1 and we found out that thing where we can carry over stuff to a new file if we overwrote the last file, and how it can take sickles and card combos and cards over? Well, this is what this is. It's the same thing, just with a different game. That's all it is. It's only the same thing as HP1's, because we disallowed that for any %. So I just made a new category, basically. This is an emulator-only kind of thing, though, unless you really feel like painstakingly doing this for console, which I wouldn't want to. I'm tired enough to forget what I'm doing sometimes, which is always great. But it makes, fights easier in the run, which is fun. So I'm making a new category, but it's not going to be of anything relevant. I'll probably be the only one running it, just like I'm the only one running any % for this game. So, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Unless someone really wants to come over to HP2 emulator-wise. And do this. So, which I don't think somebody would want to do. People don't like this game very much. They love HP1. HP1 is loved by many. Apparently. But because this is my first run of this, I'm doing some precautionary things just so that I don't die. But other than that, this is just a standard any % run. I prefer HP2 as well, but not many people do. That was terrible placement. So I may do some any % runs later. Like normal any %. The reason why this isn't such a big deal for normal any % runs if I do stuff on top of each other is because it literally just brings everything back over that I had already. So it's not like I'm getting anything different. If I could do normal any percent for and then pull over to HP1 or pull over to the Merlin deck on my second thing, I can get Broom Doom, which would save me a turn against the what's it called? Footman and Gringotts, or I could use it against Basilisks. Oh, Gan, did you notice that I put the TAS up for HQ2? It's pretty awesome. I was very proud of it. It was really good. I'm really proud of it. Like, very proud of it. Everything after the final Mandrake is all my doing. That's only because I wanted to try to get it out as fast as possible while still being fast. The person that was helping me do it, he had to do school for a while, and I didn't have to, so I just spent time doing it pretty much every day for about 3 to 4 hours a day that I could. Every day that I did 3 to 4 hours of time on it. I just kind of made some people mad at my family because I didn't spend time with people those couple of days. But it took me like about 2-3 weeks to finish. And I was pretty excited about it. Because basically what it was is the hardest part for me was perfecting movement. Yeah, exactly. Game's over, people. The hardest part was perfecting movement, plus, I mean, there was to perfect movement. I had to wait a certain amount of frames before I could go into fights. I mean, there were fights that I would spend like a whole second and a half literally just waiting before I did attacks. Oh, let somebody attack me. It's kind of stupid. Like for Crab and Goyle. I mean, that's the least amount I had to wait for, actually. Really weird. For Crab and Goyle, I only had to wait 9 frames for the second turn to die. The first turn I had to wait like 50-something. Or 60-something. And just for reference, for people that don't know, a frame is 1/60th of a second. So there are 60 frames in a second. But this game technically runs 59.7275006 frames per second. Anyway, but so I have to wait frames to go into fights. So I'll wait. You'll see me pause for a little bit before I go into a fight or go into a door or go into something, so that I don't have a bad seed. When I say bad seed, I mean it's kind of like how in certain games you save and reset so that you can have optimal RNG. That's basically what this was, except without the save and resetting. It's literally just going through the game as fast as possible while still standing still. So you'll see, but then you get this. My favorite part of that entire run, and I'm not even kidding, was this Quidditch match right here. evading the bludger. It was well, it stopped. It was probably my favorite part of the entire run. What the hell? Where'd he go? Hello? Hello. Quidditch. Okay. That's the first time I've ever lost Quidditch in a run, just so you guys know. But that Quidditch match right there is so freaking amazing. Like, you start, you wait, the bludger goes over your head or something, you go to the left a little bit, bludger goes over your head, you go up, you got the snitch, one of the beaters pushes you upwards so the bludger misses you. I mean, so you don't get hit by the bludger narrowly like 3 times in that fight, or not fight, that Quidditch match. In the other 2 Quidditches, you were just standing still. You literally go to a spot, you stand still and wait for the snitch to get to you. I mean, that's literally what it is. The thing that sucks about Quidditch in a task, though, is that the lag frames are so terrible. Like, there'll be one set of frames where you have, you know, 1 frame between inputs, and then there are some where you have 5, and then 3, and then 2, and then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 6. 3, 1, 2, 2, 1. I mean, it's so dumb. I hate the lag frames in there. I never had 6, but still, the lag frames in that were ridiculously dumb. And just so you guys know, I am sitting downstairs in my house, not up in my room today. So you may or may not actually hear some really, really loud barking in about an hour or so. Because my sister's going to be coming home from school, and we have a chihuahua who just won't shut the hell up. So you'll hear a dog barking, and it'll probably be decently loud. So I apologize ahead of time. The only thing that I've really disliked about this game is that my New Game Plus run got beat. So then I took it back, and then it got beat again, and I'm not really determined enough to go take back the New Game Plus. So, in the last, like, I don't know how long, probably in the last year, I've lost 2 categories. Really? Attack Harry. That's not Harry. I've lost 2 categories to people. I swear, if I hit another encounter, I'm actually going to be really upset. I have never hit 3 encounters in any run, including my very first run in the storeroom. My very first run I only hit 2. I've hit 3. This is above average. My average is 1. In my last, like, 6 runs for this, I hit none. Over the course of all of my attempts. You're not attacking Harry, so I don't care. Wow. That was by far the stupidest thing I think I've ever seen. But there is something that I've learned. While testing the tasks, I learned that English is the fastest language. That is both for HP1 and HP2. Using either normal US or using the UK. French is the slowest for HP2. by a lot of text boxes. Like I tested in the very first part of the run, like when Dobby appears and all that stuff, and you get into the car and go to the burrow. French took 43 text boxes while English took 37. French is really damn slow. That won't kill even with a crit. Now anything kills if it crits. Incendio Duo kills from here. Hey, that's a crit. Cool. Well, see, the thing is with French, some of the words are long enough, literally so that one word is in a text box. Just a single word. Not 2 or 4, 1. And that's where some of those text boxes happen. And I only had to get through the burrow to determine that English was the fastest to run with. Because, in the burrow, English did 66. Spanish and Italian were the second and third fastest. Well, actually, in the very beginning, they were tied with English. They both took 37 text boxes or 36 or whatever it was, 37 text boxes. I had the same exact amount as English, so I took them into the burrow. Well, in the burrow, Spanish is slower by 2 text boxes, and Italian is slower by 3. What I think was there were certain spots where I gained a text box over English, and then there were some spots where I lost a text box or 2 to English. But I think that the losing would happen more than the gaining, so I just assumed that English would be the fastest. Over time, it'd be a lot faster. I have never gotten so many emails in such a short amount of time. My phone keeps going off. Controller drops an input. Go away. Something that I learned that I thought was really cool through tasking is that you can wait waiting frames to go into going through fights. Changes outcomes in certain damage ranges. Oh wow. Oh, now you want to talk about fast. About 9 or so months ago, there was this game called Dragon Warrior for the NES. The world record at the time was like 5 hours or something. It was 4.5 hours. The next time I checked, which was about 4 or 5 months later, the world record went from 4.5 hours to 30 minutes. I mean, come on. It dropped 4 hours. Now it's about the same ratio taken off, about a fifth. It's down to a fifth of the size of the run. As you know, it's a ninth of the size of the run. And so I watched it. I watched the comparison between the last world record to the newest world record before the new strat. So basically what happens is in the original run, what you would do is you'd grind your ass off. And when I say that, I mean literally, you would grind yourself to like level 19. Oops. And then you go fight the last boss in the game. And pray you didn't die. Well, now, you go into the game, you save and reset after you go down a flight of stairs. You come back up the stairs, you talk to somebody and you do very, very, very specific movement. And you fight these extremely strong monsters that you kill in like 4 hits. And, I mean, so you level up to level 7, and then you save and reset at a point where you go fight the final boss, and you beat him at level 7 instead of 19. Level 7. I have never been so amazed before in my life. And see, the thing is that the enemies that you fight in that run, that you kill, are very, very rare. So you have to have very specific movement to get them. The reason why you don't fight them in the normal, the regular any percent run before that was found was because they were so rare you couldn't predict them. Like, you'd have to save and reset to do it. But, no, they didn't do that. So yeah, that caught me so off guard. Because I was like, oh, maybe I'll run this game later on. Because I was getting bored with HP 2 at the point in time that I thought about it. I was like, well, let's see how long this takes. And I was like, oh, okay. This doesn't seem that bad. You know, you just sit there and grind a long time, which isn't that difficult, you would think. Well, now I'm really scared to do it because I don't want to have to sit there and learn very specific patterns and all that kind of stuff. Like, because there's a when you're going to go to that part where you're grinding, you have to move very specifically. Like, you have to stop for, you know, a second or two. In order to get your kills against those creatures, you have to press a button like 20 or something times. I mean, there's just, it's a disgusting run now. And while I find it amazing, like, that's part of the reason why I don't run certain games anymore. Like, I wouldn't want to run certain games now, because they went from these extremely difficult games that I would have enjoyed doing to something that I could almost do with my eyes closed, and I don't like having that easy of a game. That's why I haven't run HP 1 any percent in a while. Though I want to take my world record back, and Starlight's like right on my butt. But other than that, I don't have no reason to do HP 1 any percent. Basically, put it this way, if Hayden wasn't ahead of me by 2 minutes, I would try to do it. But 2 minutes is such a strong jump that basically the only way I'm going to do it is if I... Exactly. Oh, oops, didn't split. I'll take a late split. Yeah, it is good to see. But it makes the game less fun to learn to me. So, unless you already know it... Yeah, so unless you were running the game before you did that, I wouldn't suggest doing the run anymore. That's how I feel. That's how much I don't like that run. So... Exactly. My suggestion is, if you're going to learn the game, then you should do the last route, the previous route before the frog glitch, because Exactly. Literally, your run resets within the first 7 minutes, 95% of the time now. Well, and actually, you can still die to the frog. So it can, I mean, you can lose your run easily, very, very easily. Hey, Niabi, how's it going? But HP1 is such a boring run now that, to me, unless you were playing it before the frog glitch, there's no point in playing it to me. I need to make guides for this game so people actually know what to do. Well, see, the difference between lighting and the frog glitch to me is that I'm doing good. Lighting is a little bit more tolerable because it doesn't end your run unless you're trying to go for a very strong PB. Lighting is a recoverable thing because if you don't get it, you know, if like your PB has you do it in yeah, I needed to separate the categories on speedrun.com. I told you I find that by complete accident. Complete accident. And you know, in a way I'm kinda glad I found it, but in other ways I'm kinda not glad I found it, cause it made runs after the 124 so difficult that I was trying so hard to get a 119, I just wasn't up to it after a while. And see, the thing is to me that the frog glitch only makes the game 8 minutes faster than the world records between the two categories. So I don't feel like it's not a terribly huge deal, but it's still a big enough deal that separates the categories. So we'll have like 3 any percent categories. We're gonna have any percent where we don't save and quit, so we don't go for lighting. Then we're gonna have any percent where we get lighting, and then there's any percent with frog glitch. And I really hate. I mean, I flat out said it when we started using it. I did not like it. I didn't. There was so much stuff about it that I didn't like. That yes, the task used it. Great. Now, theoretically speaking, that run can get super fast, super easy. Well, it can actually compete with the task time, if not better than the task time, just for the fact that the task had criticals that it couldn't actually get. And the task actually had the task actually had less experience because they went for all the they went for the money. And because they went for the money, it lost experience. So I think it was level 70 something instead of 90. So technically speaking, well, theoretically speaking, our run could be faster than the task. I'm not willing to do that, but it can be. By a lot. Well, not a lot. It can be faster by probably about a minute, I would say. That's my thought process, at least.
This that point of the matter always comes up in chat if I talk to somebody about HP1 speedrunning. Because it's so boring. Literally, basically, the difference between getting a PB for me now and, like, basically to compete with world record now, I can't lose lighting. You can't lose lighting to compete with world record. That's why I didn't like it from the start. It's because, you know, I got a free world record. That's as accomplished as I felt. Because I got a free world record. And you shouldn't feel like that when you get a world record. You shouldn't be like, okay, fine, whatever. And I even felt like that partially because it was off stream, but you know, aside from being off stream, I didn't feel any gratification towards it to begin with. I was like, okay, I got a world record. I knew I was gonna get it. You know you're gonna get world record the first time you do that if you did the previous category, or done the category previously. The only glitch I would suggest using is the card combo glitch where we get experience. Exactly. I'll get to doing it at some point in time. And just so you know, I'm taking... Even if I die here, I'm willing to redo this fight over and over again just because. Okay, cool. Okay. I didn't know if wrong... Oh, wait, I thought I had that. Oh. Well, I can save time on this fight now. I forget how... completely forgot about Conjure Mana doing that. Logcar fight's gonna be really interesting to watch. Later, Rotten. You're gonna leave just, like, literally before the fight, before the run's over? That sucks, man. I got maybe like 7 minutes left in the run. But that's alright. Night, dude. Have a good night. I think Ron's faster now. It's 5 a.m. Okay. You're fine. I'm just messing with you. Yeah. I was thinking about doing nighttime streams so I could still have... Because, like, I'm trying to have a balance of European and American audiences. Wait, it only does 15? Why does it only do 15? That's not right at all. Okay, that's weird as hell. Oh crap, I did that. Wow, I just did that. You're gonna cure poison. I really just flubbed up this fight. Like, badly. Because I don't have a Pacificus Totalis cast now. Oh. Ron needs to die anyway, so hopefully Ron gets killed. Though I'd prefer Harry get killed. Of course he's gonna cure the poison. I really can't believe I just did that. Thank you. I still can't finish the fight. Are you kidding me? Because I can't cast. I can't cast. I've never made that stupid of a mistake before. Wow. Just kill me. I feel so stupid right now. No, I'm pretty sure. Oh, sweet, another revive potion. Okay, cool. I am so on point with my ridiculousness tonight. I tell you what. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. That's probably the dumbest mistake I've made. I can't have that kind of error against, I can't have that kind of error again. I can't have that kind of error on this fight coming up. Well, I was really hoping to beat the normal any percent run. Okay, so we use number 2. We don't use number 3. 3 is stackable, but we're going to use number 2. Because it costs too much mana to get that one done. Wow, I feel dumb. Like, really dumb. Okay, glitched any percent. So the reason why this is glitched any percent, how this works is, so you beat the game, and if you don't reset or anything, if you literally just let the game go all the way through the credits and everything, and you pull up your game, really, and you just pull up your game, then damn it. You pull up your game again, start a new game over the game that you just made, and just beat the game with freshly. You take everything from the game that you're overwriting to the file that you're overwriting with. So, for instance, I beat the game, and I have, you know, 7 or 8 card combos that I don't normally have from, no, I'm gonna save. I'll save. So I'll bring those 7 or 8 card combos and cards over with me instead. Or also. Now, the moment I reset, this becomes a real-time run instead of an in-game time run. That sucks a lot. Am I out of Broom? I'm out of Broom Doom. How am I out of Broom Doom? That's not good. I should have 3. Okay. You can keep attacking me. I have enough Wiccan World Grants to knock off your hits. Level 16. Well, this is a slower RTA time. That's really bad. Wow. That run was terrible. It was good all the way until the end. But let me show you what I mean after I finish going through all this text. You saw all the card combos that I had and all that kind of stuff. So I'll show you what I mean. It's better to physically show you than to talk about it. I mean, I understand you might know what I'm talking about, but this way you get a visual to it. God, that run was terrible. I had to wait another turn to use weak point. I also do want to see what my in-game time was. If it's a 1:22.0 something, that's gonna be really bad. 22:19.